Hello and welcome to a new episode of our Rebuild on DefiChain show. In this format, we present the community projects, their progress and updates, what they are doing in the background. And today, the guest is the Accelerator team, our community-driven project to do the marketing of DefiChain. But before we start, please give us a like if you like this format, subscribe to the channel and click the bell button so that you will not miss this show in the future. And like mentioned before, today we have the Accelerator team and the guest is Ben. So today you are the one-man show of the Accelerator team, but I think that's full enough. You can describe what happened in the last 3 months. So we have not 1 month back recap like the show before. Now we will summarize 3 months, but I think a lot of things happened and would be good if you can give the community an overview of what happened on your side regarding marketing. Welcome.
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for having me, Daniel. It's always great to give a little update and to be on the show. Actually, we are a bit sorry that we weren't able to deliver the reports in time. That was the last 2 months were super hectic. I mean, it was summertime, and then like I was in Korea, and then it was a lot of things that happened. But nevertheless, we did what we said, and we delivered the reports a little bit later than planned. But here they are, and I'm happy to talk a little bit about the things that happened over the last 2 to 3 months. A lot of things actually happen. Sometimes people don't see it, but we are like so busy. Sometimes it's almost crazy, the stuff we're working with, but it's always a lot of fun. And I mean, I'm happy to be part of the team and to help DefiChain to become more and more popular and famous, and more people getting aware of it. I mean, that's the goal.
Really great, yeah. So we have a more regular exchange, so I'm a little bit more aware what you're doing in the background, but I think it's a very good time to show the complete community what you're doing in the background and how much effort you're spending. How should we go on? Do you want to share something?
Yeah, let us have a quick look on the reports. I'm not going to go in a deep dive there. I think the reports are available on Reddit, and everybody can have a closer look on them, to go through them and see what exactly we did. I'm just going to pick out some highlights. I'm not going through the objectives. I mean, the numbers are quite straightforward. You can just look at them. We were always still pushing the public relations and influencer topic. In some months more, in some months less. This highly always depends on the news on DefiChain and how newsworthy these things are. And if you go just look at June, that was the last month also where we had the Brave campaign running from the initial idea we had with the constant Brave campaigns. And maybe to sum this up and give a little bit of explanation about Brave, I think overall it was successful. But in the future, I think from the learning we had, we're not going to do like just plain Brave campaigns anymore. I think it's definitely more valuable if we connect them with other events like airdrops or learn and earn, so people have actually an interaction, and something to do. I mean, for some projects it's very easy. You get them to a sign up page and then they get some kind of a bonus for signing up. It's not that easy for us because we don't have that as DefiChain. So we always need to see what kind of interaction can we deliver so people actually feel the need to do something, to download the wallet. Or so these kind of events like airdrops and learn and earn are very good to do that. So for that, in the future, we will still continue with going for Brave campaigns. But for now, I think we stepped a little bit back from just doing this on a regular basis, especially in a bear market. I think that would be a bit too much. But yeah, overall, it was very successful. I think people liked it a lot, and the visuals we created were quite cool. And was definitely a great marketing measure. I mean, there's not much else in June that we can really talk about. You can read through all the details yourself. I would directly jump into the topics of July. Um, July was a bit more intense in terms of PR and influencers. Also because we had more topics, um, and yeah, it's always easier when there are bigger news and more news to have PR coverage than if there are not that much news. So yeah, here is also a quite a little summary of Brave we put together here just to show what kind of amount of views we had, how many clicks, what the average was, how many app downloads. And as I said, yeah, we in the future we will mainly focus on having more precise Brave ads instead of like constant
Yeah.
noise, especially in the bear market. I think that's
Yeah. It's
that's not ideal.
just a comment. I
Um,
think, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, if we have a kind of incentive, yeah, like you mentioned, airdrop or a sign-up bonus, which is not possible, that the people are more forced to click on the link and not just download our wallet. That's
yeah.
a little bit too simple, too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also not very like why should I do that? I mean,
Mm.
the APRs are good, but it's just not enough. I mean, people know that, and it's complex to enter the system, and they're not getting anything for going through this
Yeah.
complexity. And it's different for an airdrop. They actually get like 20 or the chance to win a certain amount of dollars, and that's more incentivizing, as you said. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, airdrop. We had the first airdrop on Bittrex actually in early August. It was not on July, but here we put a little bit of a summary on the cost. So initially we had for this in the CFP we set up in March. We had 130K, and that's just a breakdown so people understand where the costs are coming from. There are quite a lot of fees you have to pay when it comes to CoinMarketCap and also Bittrex. And we also used a certain amount of budget for marketing just to make the event itself more successful. And the good thing is, Bittrex was very successful. We come to that in on August, and I think CMC will also be very very interesting because we're also doing a Brave campaign for the CMC airdrop. We're currently working on that and also on the timeline. So it's looking like we will do the airdrop on CoinMarketCap around middle of October, starting middle of October. But I hope I can get the final date by the end of this week. Actually, that's what I promised, and we wanna stick to that. So, but it's gonna be around mid of October. So, super exciting, and yeah, we're looking forward to that. Um, yeah, we had a listing on Bitmart, a free one. It's just the ERC20 token, but I think there was also from us pushing on them. We were talking with them for quite a while, and I think they picked up other listings in the past, and then they recognized us, and then they said, okay, let's do this. So that was actually a success. Um, I was on Korea Blockchain Week, which was a very interesting experience. I think I can say a few things here as well. I mean, what's very interesting is when it comes to DefiChain, it's almost nobody knows it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
um, that was surprising for me specifically, that even people that are like, yeah, completely in a deep dive of the crypto industry, they weren't aware of DefiChain. So that was super interesting to see, that most people don't know it, and then you have to explain from the basics, like what is it, what does it do, why is it special, but it's people are actually very interested in the concept. So even though they don't know it, they're very interested in the concept. Um, but you can clearly see that the awareness we have in the market is very low. And if you already see this with the normal people, I mean, just imagine the not crypto savvy people, what they're like, how much they know DeFi chain. You can basically say nobody knows that. And yeah, that's something that I pulled out of the Korea blockchain week. Was very very interesting for me to see that even though like everybody in the DeFi chain space always thinks, okay, this DeFi chain with the coolest blockchain, but it's not that everybody knows that yet. So that's something people need to be aware of. And it's also important that people understand that it's not like everybody wants to be part of DeFi chain just because we're DeFi chain. I mean, we also need to do our things that people get excited about the project and I want to build on it. And that's the it's the job of everybody in the community to welcome new people, especially people from outside that want to build on it, because that's what we need, and we need a lot more of that. And yeah, we're working on that on a daily basis, but I think everybody can help as good as they can. And yeah, that's one important thing, important message for me, and I think for the whole community. Keep the eyes open, welcome everybody that comes in, even if they make mistakes. I mean, be happy if somebody wants to develop on DeFi chain. I think we're not in a position where we can like select and say, no, you're not good enough. Or,
Okay.
I mean, we're happy for everybody.
Question: have you talked about also DeFi meta chain and the launch at the end of the year? Will this help to bring more people
Yes.
on DeFi chain to build on it?
Yeah. I always pitch this idea, especially because of the EVM compatibility. I think most developers, this is their hometown. And that was with the developers I spoke, there was always the thing like, is this EVM compatible? Like, how can we build on it? Because they're not, most of them are not really good in like developing on Bitcoin based blockchains with no smart contract capabilities, or no proper smart contract capabilities. So EVM is something very essential, and I think this will help a lot. But even then, there is no. Um, I think people need to understand this. Like, it's not like we are EVM compatible, and then the next step is a big question mark, and then we are Solana. Like, it's not like that. I mean, there is a big step in between that. So that's what people need to understand. There is a lot of work to do, as even if DeFi Meta Chain launches, because it's not that good developers wake up and think, oh,
Here is the chance.
yeah,
Start
DeFi
now.
chain now has EVM compatibility. Now I screw everything else I'm doing. I'm just focusing on that. That's not gonna happen. But I think we have good ideas around that, and where we can push that, and that's one of the major goals, especially in the bear market, also from our team. And let's see where we get. I mean, that's crucial for the long term success of a project. Is like having a healthy developer base, healthy projects on the blockchain that can carry themselves. I think that's what we should look for and what we should aim for. So yeah, um, and yeah, last month, it's like a few days over. I mean, was very packed with things we've done. We've done not that many articles actually. We only had one influencer, but we were able to sign a lot of other things. So we have um, um, a YouTube channel that's gonna do like a collaboration with DeFi Chain or with us. They are some extreme sports people and do like super cool videos on YouTube, and we will announce that quite soon because the videos will go live end of September, and they will do a whole trip to Europe. Like, there are 6 guys, and like crazy guys, super sporty guys. They do like surfing and everything, and they will do like super cool videos, and they will integrate DeFi chain in this whole concept, and that's something that will be very cool to watch, I think. And it's a complete different target group. I mean, it's not finance YouTubers or class traditional crypto influencers. It's completely off the chart. So that's going to be interesting to see how this is what the success of that is. Um, yeah, airdrop. As I said, the Bittrex one was very successful. I talked to the guys from Bittrex, and they said exceptionally successful airdrop. Probably also because we ran the Brave campaign. We had like 5K participants, and you could also clearly see the increase in Telegram members, Twitter members when we ran that, because it was part of the sign up process. So very, very cool to see that. Also CMC, we're making progress on that front. I think we're building a relationship with them. They kind of like us. I don't know why, but we try to really nurture the relationship with them and help them maintain the profile on this community profile on CMC. And they are also cool with integrating their logo on our Brave campaign for the airdrop. Well, that's what they've said for now. They haven't seen the image yet, so maybe they changed their mind. But let's hope not. So that's also cool. So we can have like a cross brand Brave campaign with CoinMarketCap, which is really cool. And I think it's going to be probably one of the most successful airdrops, just because I've never seen anybody else do a CMC airdrop while doing a Brave campaign. But let's see how many people actually sign up. Also, I know we're pushing the 5,000 followers on CoinMarketCap, and we should definitely go ahead with that, because I think it should be an easy goal for us as a community. But when we run the airdrop, we're very optimistic that we hit this goal within a day. So like, this is the moment when we are sure it's going to happen. We're happy when it happens before, but I mean, it's going to happen then for sure.
May I ask you a question here? Can
Yeah.
you say something what's happening if we reach this 5K followers?
Yeah, so the thing is, I spoke actually to one of the CoinMarketCap people in Korea. I was able to catch him because he was like very busy, and I said like, no, I need you. And he was very happy about our engagement and how responsive we are, because we have a Telegram group with them. And he said that they have a special concept for some projects, and he told me I should not tell this officially.
Okay.
But it helps us in terms of visibility and the amount we get shared and how we get treated on the platform. And that's why it's super important to get to this point and to push this, to really leverage that, because it's really cool to get this without actually having to do anything for that one, and not to pay anything for it. So yeah.
So everyone out there, please help us push it, that everyone, really everyone in the community is following DefiChain on CoinMarketCap. Spread the word, tell everyone, click there, do it, and
yes,
it helps.
Definitely. With all the profiles you have on CoinMarketCap, follow. So yeah, I mean, Learn and Earn, we released the first 2 videos. I think specifically the second video was very, very hyped. We felt that the people really liked this one. And as we said, there will be 3 additional videos. They won't be like animated videos. They will be mainly videos we recorded in a studio. It was not in a studio. It was in an apartment in Belgrade. And they will contain some animations as well, but they are more into like really giving the people the idea how to use the DeFi chain. And they will be super interesting as well. I mean, most people in the community probably won't learn a lot of new things, but it's super cool for people that are not aware of it, like how to get it into DeFi chain. I mean, I'm really looking forward to these videos, and I think they will they will like make the whole package complete. And the CFP went through, so thanks to everybody that voted for us. I think that's a really cool thing. And there is no real timeline yet. I think we're going to do it pretty short after the airdrop, so around November timeline. But I think that's going to be a very cool event as well for the whole project. Then we have the brand awareness campaign. I mean, that's the CFP we ran in the voting round before the one that just finished. We moved this a little bit to a later date because of the whole DPEG and the situation, but now it's going to kick off at the 15th of September. And I also brought a rough timeline here so people see what we will start with. So we will have a combination of ads, banners, podcasts, newsletters. We will also have a Brave takeover. We probably will use this for Learn and Earn. So this is a kind of like a cool match. And we keep you posted on that. So things will kick off next week. And then we will see how this goes. Will be very interesting to see, because we try to approach different target groups with this as well, also in the development community. And yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that will be helpful for the whole ecosystem, and to, well, increase the chances that on the next trade show, when we show up, people will say, DefiChain, yeah, I know that.
That at least one knows it.
At least one, yeah, that will be a success. Yeah. No, I mean, it's something we have to be, even though it's a bear market, and yeah, we need to be careful in what we spend the marketing budget, because we don't want to burn anything and without any effect. But it's not a big campaign budget for such a market, and it's good to have some kind of noise that is constantly floating around, and that's what this campaign is. And so yeah, something to look forward to starting next week. We also have some cool banners. I actually cannot show them yet, but we probably will share some of them soon. So yeah, very interesting. We also had the first presentation on the stage 2 concept. If you remember Apollo mission stage 2, that was the one where we wanted to conquer the US. We have some cool concepts. Some actually saw it already from the community, and we had some discussions around that. So yeah, we will probably share something quite soon around that as well. Really cool. I mean, it's a cool concept. It's an interesting way to position DefiChain out of like just saying we have high IPRs, but like what else do we have? So very cool. We also did a lot of business development things. Is coming more and more. I think that's also very helpful for the whole ecosystem, that we try to attract the project to other people. I mean, we, for example, have been in discussion with the people from Birthday Research. They are planning the hackathon, and we have been working with a platform called Dora Hacks, and we introduced them to people from Birthday Research, because we were exploring ideas to constantly have development events, kind of like Solana, but we still have a long way to get there. But I mean, we need to ramp this up, and there are different approaches to that, and definitely some really cool ones, I think, which will be interesting to see how they will develop. So yeah, these are things we have been doing. We have been talking to yield protocols. I mean, you saw the guys from Aperture Finance. We're talking to other projects as well, to staking providers and everything. So we try to see how we can actually approach different companies and crypto projects and make them excited about DefiChain to build their solutions on DefiChain as well, if they already have solutions on other platforms. And that's also what I'm currently doing from coming back from the trip from Korea. I have so many people I met and so many people I'm following up right now, people from Polygon and other platforms that were interested in exploring DefiChain and see like what are the ways they could integrate some things on DefiChain. And I think that's the way forward. And having EVM compatibility is definitely very, very helpful with that. Yeah, we have done some AMAs. Some of them were actually just live. There's no recording. Some were just like written AMAs. We had a big one with Jesse Eckel. Actually, Santiago was doing this. A very cool one. He has 160K followers on YouTube. We did the AMA on Discord. We had an AMA on for the Deepcoin listing on bit.com. So there will be another video. I think Prasanna will do a video soon with an influencer. Yeah, the mainnet preparation, the event that is going to start soon in September, end of September. The preparation is almost finished. We have the interviews set up, so there will be interviews from DefiChain. We released the jelly stickers. I think most people have seen them. And there will actually be a bunch of new stickers coming. Lazo told me this a moment ago. By the 19th of September, we will have an additional pack. And I think these stickers will also contain more generic stickers like thumbs up, jelly, or jelly with like the typical thing emoticons you normally
most
use.
used ones.
Yeah, exactly. So they're more like generic, and people can like use them on a more regular basis. So yeah, that's the plan. I think we will bring them to Discord as well. I think, yeah, and yeah, we're working on that. It's kind of like a side task. We do these things, but where it's not something where we really focus on. But I think the stickers speak for themselves. Like, even though it's a side task, I think they are like very legit. But yeah, we do this. We work on merchandise actually right now. We do this for the YouTube project. I just said that is coming end of September, because we will supply them with merchandise. They will also have on their surfboards DefiChain, and on all the other stuff, the jet skis, and they will have a sailboat in one video. I think there will be DefiChain on it, and this blob. This is like this water thing where like there's one guy in the front, and then somebody jumps in, and then you fly out. So there will be some cool stuff actually coming. Very much out of the box. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking a lot. I cannot see the chat right now, so I don't even know if there
Chat
are any
is
questions.
very clear. No questions so far. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So the best thing to follow you is Twitter and Telegram announcement channel, right?
Yeah, exactly. Twitter and Telegram. We're not good with Twitter DMs. I think if you want to really get in contact with us, try Telegram. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, we always try to help. I mean, we also do this on a regular basis now. That's obviously nothing we can like say, but like a lot of people approach us. Can you help us with this? I want to do this. I want to push the Turkish community. Can I get this? So there is a lot of things happening in the background where we try to help. But it's not something that we like announce, like we talk to this guy or this guy. It's just there are a lot of things in the background. Yeah, it keeps us very busy. Yeah, I'm just going through my list. I think I almost covered everything. Yeah, no, there's one thing missing. The DefiChain.com website. I think this has always been a kind of a thing, and I think since I was like really into the community, I always heard like, okay, will there be an update? There's a missing, it's outdated, and so we took the responsibility for that. We were talking with the people that were maintaining it, and they said like, yeah, happy when somebody takes over this, and we will do a redesign, complete overhaul of the website. We will focus more on like a better customer experience on the website, also integrate like specific parts of the website or improve that, like the development page and developers page, and have it more specific for different kinds of target groups, like retail investors, industrial, big investors, and developers. So there is like different kinds of customer experiences. We're working on that. We have already had some chats with potential studios that will help us with, because we don't have the resources right now to do this just solely based on us, because we have so many other things to do. But we will definitely lead this project. We will come up with the content for it, but the designing component and the execution will be handled by a studio. And we will probably, with the next CFP round, we don't know yet, but probably with the next one, we will have a dedicated dedicated CFP for that. So that will be very interesting, and we're planning to have an overhauled website in Q4 for this year.
Okay, very soon.
Yeah.
Q4 starts next month.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's gonna be the later part of Q4.
Yeah, sure.
But we try our best. I mean, yeah. So that's, and also the DefiChain.ac, our website will be is currently worked on, and it will be released, I think, next week Monday. Yeah, I think that's the date we're aiming for. It's a very simple page, but I think it will also be very cool.
There I have also one question. I'm missing this download part for the wallpapers from the
Yeah. We are aware of that. So this you will find it on the new website.
Okay.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean there will be a big push for meta chain. We will have a good lineup of influences. Potentially starting in October, we probably will move that a little bit. I spoke with Prasanna and some people to get the right timing for this. But there will be a big push, like really a lot of influencers and everybody talking about DeFi meta chain. So October will be packed, and also the end of September will be super nice. So a lot of things people can look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Then I switch back to the other screen. Yeah, I think best way is follow you in the announcement channel and Twitter so that you keep up to date on the smaller details. I think a lot of the community is looking forward to this awareness campaign. If you can share something about where you add banners and something, would be great, because otherwise nobody will find it, or just a few ones. And yeah, a lot of things are happening, and looking forward to it. Yeah, it's great. Thanks. Also thanks from the chat here. I can show you if it's working. Thanks for the great work. Keep it up this way. And
we're doing our best. I think everybody can do its part. We're in the end, we're just like three guys, and it's a lot of things that can be done. But yeah, constant pushing it will bring us where we want.
Do you have any kind of guideline or hints what everyone can do? Yeah, just as an overview.
No, I mean, keep your eyes open. I mean, some people that are very active in the background. We speak to a lot of people that try to push, and they come to the Telegram group and say, okay, I know somebody here, or I know somebody there. We recently had a chat with a guy from MMA. He is a host of the German UFC show. I'm not a UFC guy, but I got like some education on that. And this guy was brought in by some community member, and yeah, it's interesting to explore different ways to bring DeFi chain to the people. I mean, it's always, we need to evaluate what is a good measure and what not, and what brings a benefit for the project, because it's still a very niche and a very complex product. We should not forget that. But yeah, always open to look into these things, and sometimes the crazy stuff is the stuff that makes people aware of us. So yeah, let's see how the videos go at the end of September, because this will be crazy stuff.
So now everyone is hyped about this sports video. We are looking forward to it. What's really the content?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, there will be one video I can probably I don't know if I can say that, but it will be about an island, and there are not living that many people on this island, and there will be a surprise for everybody on this island, and it's gonna be a very interesting video. So
sounds interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
Something else you want to add? We are a little bit over half an hour. A lot of details explained.
Yeah, I was talking a lot. I hope it wasn't too much, but it was 3 months. Like, I tried to pack everything in 30 minutes, but yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I think I teased the merchandise, and we are exploring the idea to make this available to everybody. I think we're gonna share the designs.
That would be really great. I need new shirts.
Okay. I think we can help with that. Cool. But yeah, we will share this as soon as it's ready. I know Lazar is working on that, and yeah, a lot of cool stuff in the pipeline. So don't worry. yeah, it's gonna be good. One thing, the listing will probably be moved. Maybe you saw that, DC,
I saw
because
it.
you're in the group. But it will probably be moved by 2 weeks into the future. So going to be end of September. But nothing to be worried about. Everything is good.
Yeah. So what I understood is not the reason is not the exchange. It's more or less DefiChain updates and what's happening in the background now. We have this bug in the payback, so maybe we need another hard fork. And I think these things are pushing it a little bit back. That we have a stable running blockchain. Correct.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah, I mean that's it from my side. I cannot see if anybody had the comment, but
No.
Oh, actually, I can see it. No, I can. I didn't even know that there's a little button on the right side.
Yeah.
No, there's no comment. Okay.
Then I can just say thanks for joining and giving us this overview. A lot of details and the one or other explanation beside this report. I think this helps also the community to understand what does it mean, because sometimes just a sentence. Now you described a little bit. I liked it. I hope everyone else also. I would say we have to do it on a more regular base. So you will join one of the team in October or in November. So make a recap.
We will also we announce this. We will also do a video on our channel every other week to just give a quick update. We did Twitter Spaces in the past, but we thought maybe a video is better because then we can show something as well. So there will be a video actually this week. I think we're gonna record it tomorrow. So
cool. Then thanks for joining. Thanks for watching everyone live. If you are watching this later, I think it's a great show today. You should watch it and forward it to everyone else in the community. Nothing to add. Thanks. Have a nice time. See you soon.
Thanks for having me.
And looking forward what's happening. Yeah. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.